Welcome back to Skippers. It is Monday Mailbag on a Wednesday or Thursday, whenever this video is coming out. Last week, they tried to hold us down. Someone actually stole our camera last week, so they didn't let us record. So we are sorry. We're still back here grinding, talking some fantasy baseball. Boys have been giving me shit. They said I didn't want to do it. That was wrong. I said it's Monday. We need to do it on Monday. And then it got to Wednesday. I was like, okay, let's just do it next week. But no, we're here talking baseball. Drew really wants to talk about run differentials in the AL East. So he has been on my ass all week about this. But I'm excited to be back here. Been a while since we talked some baseball. Avery, Jer, Drew, Tyler McKillop. Before we get going, Manscaped, what is the promo code Jeremy?
Box,
20% off, free shipping. Clean up those nuts. Actually, at this point in the season, you want to know it's fall, but take care of yourself still. Like, you got to keep taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of that bush. Drew loves shaving his bush. I saw him in the bathroom again. It's like the second time in the last month I've caught him trimming his balls. But
what? Should we be worried?
Yeah, we should be worried. Drew just doesn't
I trimmed my beard one time.
I said balls, Drew.
Yeah, but it was my beard.
It was a lie, Drew. It was a joke. You have to run with the joke when we're doing this promo. But whatever.
Sure.
Like, comment, subscribe. Baseball season's almost over. Fantasy baseball playoffs are here.
Don't forget to join the Discord.
Yep. Get right into the questions.
We got to give a little disclaimer here that Drew made the questions this week.
First time ever.
I'm noticing about an 80% rate of these questions are about records.
I knew that
An outstanding amount.
And AL East.
Yeah.
There's 3 questions about records.
And we didn't even
and 2 of
ask
them are the wild
the
card race.
Discord for any questions this week.
No, we just went with it.
So, all right. Let's
T-Mac.
get started. Let's get started,
go.
fellas.
You've got
mail.
Which 2 teams do you guys think are going to be the AL wildcard game? The standings are Dwight, Blue Jays 81-64, Yankees 81-64, Red Sox 82-65, and then Seattle and Oakland just kind of trailing a few games behind, 78-67 for Seattle, Oakland 77-67. Can I first ask, as someone who is no longer as locked into the baseball season as he once was, what has happened to the Oakland A's the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
I thought they've been playing well recently.
Nah, not really. They had that wild card spot almost like, I wouldn't say locked up because it's not there, but they had a pretty big lead. Like, they were supposed to be competing against the Astros for the division.
Yeah.
They made that trade. It's not looking too good now. Starling Marte has been really good for them. I think it's just the pitching. The starting pitching hasn't been as good.
Yep.
Bassett went down, right?
Yeah, Bassett went down, which we thought he was coming back. But that's our play.
Hey, he said he was getting ready for the playoff push, but they might not make the playoffs.
I don't think they're going to make it.
Yeah.
I am shocked to see Seattle competing for a wild card right now. That team on paper is not even close. These teams competing.
No, they're not very
Like
good on
Marco
paper.
Gonzalez is like carrying that rotation.
On my fantasy team.
Yeah, he has been really good.
He's been good the past couple of years, though. Been serviceable for sure. But
yes. He had a bad
you're-
start this year.
If you're trying to make a push, like in actual baseball, that is not the guy you want leading that rotation. But they've just kind of overperformed everywhere, I think, as a team.
Yeah.
And they're the longest drought since the last playoffs, right?
Yeah, but it's like 0-1. 0-1's a drought.
0-1, didn't they win like 120 games or something too, I think? Crazy record.
Seattle?
Yeah, they had a lot of wins. But the Blue Jays, this is going to turn into a Blue Jays pod at some point.
So who are you picking? I'm picking Blue Jays, and I think the Red Sox are going to be
And then
playing
who
the wild
hosts
card.
the game?
Blue Jays host.
It is going to be a bloodbath for the wild card game if the Blue Jays host.
Oh my god!
No one beats us at home in a
But
wild card game.
the problem is though we're still at 15,000 cap.
Open it up.
Like for playoffs, like what do you do?
Open it up.
Let it ride.
No, you gotta fill that place.
Yeah, you got to fill it.
We got the-
Awesome
we
in
have the-
there when it's filled. Remember that Orioles wild card game?
That was crazy.
When Edwin walked it off?
Yep.
I was in Kansas for that. That was too bad. I wish I was at home.
I think
But they're
Blue
gonna have
Jays
the
host Red Sox as well.
They're gonna have the double vax thing. Like you have to be double vaxxed everywhere, right? So why don't they just let everyone in?
It is. Yeah. It's already double backed at the Jays game. I thought maybe.
Open it up. We're gonna host and we're gonna fucking win the World
I
Series.
think the biggest issue here is
Who are we hosting? The Yankees.
Yankees, but I think the biggest issue here is Blue Jays host Red Sox, right? Drew's going to be cheering for the Red Sox.
No, not even the slightest bit.
Wow. Drew's gonna cheer for both teams to have fun.
No, I'm going to
That's
cheer
for
for the
sure.
Blue Jays as I am a Blue Jays fan.
But you're also a Red Sox fan, Drew.
Yeah, it's more of a fantasy thing than anything, but I guess we've already had this discussion. We've had this
Keeps going
discussion.
back.
I could also see the Red Sox hosting the Blue Jays, but the thing is, one of these 3 teams is not going to make the playoffs, which is just wild.
That is true. That is a fact.
But like someone's going to be 20 games above 500 and miss the playoffs here.
Yep.
20 games.
There's also a chance that Seattle, I was just looking at the numbers, this would be like Seattle won 89 games in 2018. Like they could potentially win 90 games, miss the playoffs, and that would be the best record they've had since that 01 season you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
They could win 90 games and miss the playoffs, and they haven't done that in whatever that is, many years, 20 years. Just crazy.
It's too bad. Sorry, Seattle.
Sorry, Mayor.
Sorry, Seattle. The weather sucks there, and your
There's
team
no
hasn't been
goddamn
great.
way you guys ever
Go
win
see
a wild
Seahawks,
card
though.
game.
So what does Jeremy think in terms of?
I said Jays host Red Sox. Drew copied
Red
me.
Sox.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'll go.
No,
you're choosing
your two
teams.
favorite
Yes.
teams.
Well, you said
Drew.
copy me, so I tried to choose something else.
No, it's okay.
Blue Jays
Our
host
temp-
Red Sox.
Our temperature on Yankees and Red Sox.
That would be fucking electric, but
No, I'd hate it. The Blue Jays would not be in the playoffs, so
Yeah,
I'd hate
correct.
it.
Well, but your Red Sox would be in the playoffs.
But you would secretly love it a little bit.
I would hate it.
Drew,
I'd watch it because it's their big rivalry, but
no,
I'd
you'd
hate
watch it because that's your favorite team.
It's not my favorite.
It would be fun to watch. I think
Yes.
I'd like it to be the Red Sox hosting the Yankees. I do not like watching playoff games at Yankee Stadium. It just feels dark, kind of like this room, right?
We do have a dark room here. But we're working on that too.
Yeah, we'll see if that ever changes.
Okay, let's get to Drew's favorite question here.
Yes.
What do we think about the run differential in the AL East?
Are these updated, by the
These
way?
are updated as of today.
Okay.
Okay, so the Blue Jays run differential is plus 172, the Yankees run differential is plus 33, and the Red Sox run differential is plus 55.
Okay, to preface this,
Hey, whoa.
that's what you have to say about that? What day was this? This was Sunday morning. I had just driven back. I was hungover, laying in bed. I get a message from Drew Boyer, and it just has all of these numbers, right? And he goes, "This is a great question." I said, "Drew, this is not a question. These are just numbers."
So what do we think about it?
He is. I have never seen someone this dedicated and bring these numbers up
Yeah.
to a show. He wants to
Monday
do Monday
morning,
Mailbag.
first thing he said,
Yes, this.
Run
Monday
differential.
afternoon, he mentioned this again. Tuesday, he said we need to film Monday Mailbag this week. And then yesterday, or today, this morning, he mentioned it again.
"Yeah." So Drew, give us your thoughts.
The Jays are only
Talk
behind.
to the mic, Drew. Talk to
The
the mic.
Jays are only behind the Dodgers, Giants, and that's it for run differential. So, I mean, what does that say? Are we a top 3 team in the MLB, or
We're a top 3 offense.
Well, the issue is
I think
we're
it
not
says
a
the
top-
Yankees are frauds at plus 33. That's all they're above 500.
I agree with that.
Sure, Drew.
I don't like the Yankees. I don't think they're that good.
But we're blowing teams out when we win. So we have the bats. We obviously have the pitching to limit the runs against.
What
to get
does
to
this
plus
mean for the
172.
Blue Jays record, though? Does this say the teams they're playing were good? Like,
It means our
explain
losses
these
are close.
numbers.
Our losses are really close, and our wins are blowouts.
Does that matter?
It does,
Why?
because it shows we're good.
I think our record shows we're also good, though.
Yeah, we got to win a couple more of those tight games.
Now, it would have been
I think that would say that we're a worse team.
it would have been impressive, Drew, if
we
you
can't-
got
if
the
we can't-
differential in
if
the
we can't
last 2
Clutch.
months.
We're not clutch, but we're a better team.
But if we go into the playoffs, I think that would be bad for us.
To have
Like,
you think a better run differential is worse only in the playoffs?
no, I say the fact that we can't win close games is saying, "Oh, we're fucking."
Again,
playoffs.
none of this has been vetted. You
What
guys
are
are
we
just
talking
assuming we
about?
might.
How would you get to plus 172 if the wins aren't huge and the losses aren't close?
I'm not.
No. I'm saying that makes sense. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, you guys are saying the Blue Jays can't win close games,
Oh.
but we don't really know.
Yeah, we don't. This isn't. I don't think.
I'm trying to find something within these
It
numbers.
could have something to
Yeah.
do with the fact that we've won game. We
Beat
scored
the Orioles
on
22 to 3.
on Sunday.
I
looking
brought
at
that
NFL
up
game.
before the Orioles game on Sunday. I brought it up Sunday morning.
You did.
And then all day on Sunday when we were watching the football, I kept checking the J score and yelling at you, run differential.
I was very
did,
happy.
But this is
Yeah.
updated, right, to those 22
Yes,
runs?
this is updated, but I brought this up, like he said,
yes, you
before
did
that
bring
Blue
it up.
Jays
You
game.
did. I do.
Jeremy,
They
I'd like
blew
to
up
hear
the
your
Orioles.
thoughts on what these numbers really mean. Try and dive into these numbers.
It seems like the Jays have a really good differential, and the Yankees Red Sox are pretty low. I mean, there's not much. You can't really look into these numbers, right? The records speak for themselves. I don't care about differential. I care about making the playoff. What is so funny?
You're an idiot.
Obviously, I don't give a shit about the differential.
Oh, God.
Jared, I asked you to
Right?
dive into these numbers, and you dipped your toe in the water to these numbers.
You slowly read off the numbers.
Just read them. You read them. That's all you did.
Yeah,
You read them in a voice that made it sound like you were analyzing them.
I fucking hate you, dude.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Let's move on. Since
Did you get what you wanted from
Go
that, Drew?
Jays. Go Jays.
Yeah, go Jays. This is what we got out of that.
the Milwaukee Brewers are 89-56 now in the season, are they contenders? Because this is a so much better record than the Jays, Yankees, and Red Sox, or are they frauds?
So Drew is also obsessed with this question.
These are my questions. Can't we just act like they're our questions? Yes, I wrote them. Let's talk about them.
Drew sends me a private message and goes, "Are the Brewers frauds?" I'm like, "Yes."
I don't know.
That was insane. But
He said it to us multiple weeks. I think after like week one, or month one of the season, he said this.
he isn't wrong.
I've
I
been
do
saying the
agree.
Brewers are frauds for months. I finally want to talk about it on Mailbag.
Okay, so you need to explain.
I didn't write any notes down. It's just a huge feeling.
Huge feeling?
Yeah,
Well,
it's just that their pitching is very good, but they have no bats. That's just
Fourth
it.
best record in baseball. That is.
Yeah, no bats. Like it's in their horrible division. That's who they've been winning their games against. So that's basically it.
No,
disagree.
I agree. I think the pitching is good, but then again, pitching
wins
could
you
win you
games in
playoffs. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. I'd rather.
You play a 5-game series and you have those three
Yeah.
guys going.
I think they're frauds because they're 4 games behind the Dodgers, and there's no chance they beat the Dodgers in this series.
I
think it's-
agree.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're frauds, but I think they could beat the Dodgers.
I don't know though. I think they could beat them in a best out of 5, but never
think so, too.
7.
Yeah.
Never 7 game.
They wouldn't play the Dodgers, though, right?
No, they
the,
wouldn't.
They,
If
they-
the
yeah, you're right.
Dodgers,
the
always
Dodgers would play the Giants.
the
wouldn't
Dodgers
they?
Yes.
would play the Giants.
But then
The Brewers would play the Braves.
whoever wins that wild card game would play whoever wins that division.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Right,
they
it
have the
doesn't
best
reseed
record.
by
It's
record.
best record.
Okay.
So it's likely Dodgers,
does?
Giants.
It's wild card plays the best
And then
record.
who are the Brewers going to play?
Okay,
Braves.
Right.
The Braves.
Brewers, Braves
It's
probably
gonna
going
be
to
a
be
good
the first series.
That'll be a good series.
Braves, good for them, man. The Mets deserve not to make the playoffs ever again after
I mean,
this season.
the Brewers could beat the Braves and it'd still be frauds because they're not going past that. That's what I'm saying.
But Drew, what if they do go past that?
I'll be wrong, but I
Then
don't
we
think
you
I'm
have
wrong.
to personally apologize.
When
to
you make
everyone.
a bet, you can say, "What if I'm wrong?" But you still made
true,
the bet.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's baseball playoffs. Anything can happen. We've played baseball long enough ourselves. You know that crazy shit happens all the time.
Yeah. It does
Teams
happen.
can get hot for
Yeah.
a series.
They still
Even
have
they-
some good talent in that lineup, though.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
All
If
right.
Yelich is,
I
Yes.
wish the order these Drew ordered these questions a little better because we're going to talk NL wild card race
end,
at the end.
Yeah.
And then we're going to mix in fantasy baseball here.
Yep.
Okay. So tips for winning your fantasy baseball playoffs.
Drop your shit bums who have
Yeah.
been
that's what I was gonna say.
underperforming all year. You drop Cody Bellinger, as you should have already. You can drop your big guys in fantasy playoffs for people on the wire who could potentially have higher upside the
Yeah.
next couple of
More
years.
games played in 1 week. Better matchups are better than a bum you've been holding all year because you drafted him high.
Yeah.
I did see something about in roto leagues to focus on certain categories and attack them.
Well, you need to see
So
in Roto, it's very simple as to what you need to do at the end of the season. You need to see where you are in the categories, where you are in the rankings, what you need to pass other people, and then that's what you attack, right?
Yep.
I'm just repeating what you said,
that
but
is exactly what I said.
you just need to you don't look at where you are in the standings, look at the actual numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look how far away, if it is like, if you're down 20 stolen bases to the next guy and you're in 4th place, you're not going to get 20 stolen bases
Just
in 2
give up
weeks.
on the stolen
yeah.
bases.
Like you just need to try and figure things out. Reconstruct your roster that way. Points, what do you think about a points league, Jer?
Points league. I think you hit it on the stick when you said it. The first thing you said is you can't be afraid to drop whoever you need to drop to win your league.
Yeah.
So right,
It should be
if
like
you're
that
if you're in a matchup, it's do or die. Like if you have to drop your one of your top 4 pitchers because he already threw earlier in the week, then you have to.
Yeah, it's such September fantasy baseball is by far different.
Yes.
Different league, different strategy than any
Yeah.
other time.
If
of
it's
the
a
year.
redraft league, you drop whoever you want if it helps you win.
Yep. I agree.
T-Mac, is that going to help you in your fantasy baseball playoffs?
Not gonna lie, I haven't opened the Yahoo Fantasy
I think
Baseball app
he's
for a while.
75 roto points behind you.
Yeah, that seems about
Sounds
right. Me and Drew half
70.
a point.
Yeah, you're at 80 and I'm at 79 and a half or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
close. We've been battling back and forth all season.
Yeah.
Jeremy's kind of there, but
Sandy and Brody have kind of made a push.
yeah, but T-Mac.
It's going to be one of us too, Avery.
T-Mac, next question.
Here we're gonna find out why Tyler doesn't win fantasy baseball leagues. First, tell me who Nicky Lopez is.
Middle infielder on the Royals.
Royals, okay. So he's been really good the last month. 20 runs, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, and a 395 average. Damn.
Yeah. His 2 home runs are his only 2 career MLB home runs. Like,
Yeah.
he's not a power guy.
Geez, how is he a call? Like, is he young? Is he a call up?
He's
pretty
young.
young,
He
yeah.
played last year.
Played last year. Okay, well, so how high will he go in drafts next
I don't
season?
think very high.
Not high.
So how many at bats does he have? Let me ask that on the season.
Well, I don't know. I don't have that in
Like,
front
is
of
he
me.
played
Came
all
up
year?
halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came up.
Halfway.
He's second
So-
base eligibility.
I'm going to say
Second base is good.
not high at all. Because Bobby Witt, Whit Merrifield,
Mondesi.
Mondesi.
He's
Someone moved to the outfield?
No,
He
he's
is-
going to start next year.
Sure, but him and Mondesi, same type of player. Mondesi, less average, way more power, more stolen bases. Witt, up there, stolen bases too. They're just going to have a roster
team.
full of all the same type
He's
of
definitely
players.
ahead of Witt at this point in terms of playing next year right away. He's been doing better than Witt has.
I wouldn't say that's so true.
No. Witt's going to be drafted way higher than him.
I don't know. I think
What?
I think
That's
we've
insane.
seen Lopez has been the best player in the last month of the season.
Sure, it's a month
Lopez
though.
will be an eighth.
You know who is a-
eighth round pick.
That's pretty high. That's high.
You think 8?
That's like 75 overall.
What were you? You just said that Lopez will go before Witt.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we're talking Witt is a what? What do you go this year? Like third or fourth?
Yeah.
Witt Merrifield?
Oh, I think Bobby Witt.
Oh,
I'm talking Bobby Witt.
That's why I was so
Jesus.
confused.
Witt as his last name.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I was talking
Now
Bobby
you say.
Witt.
Okay.
You guys better
I
not
was
clip
so
that and end it
confused.
right before I said Bobby Witt. Because
I was so confused. I was like,
No,
What?
not Whit Merrifield. Bobby Witt will go definitely after Nicky Lopez.
I disagree.
Bobby Witt? No.
Bobby Witt's
I don't know.
upside is 1,000 times higher than Nicky
You
Lopez.
can't beat the best player of the last month. That's obviously
I don't even know if
upside.
Bobby Witt's going to come up. Start the year.
Yeah, dude, he is in AAA and he is like 30 home runs this year.
But the service time thing.
The Royals don't care. Dayton Moore doesn't care. He'll
Well, if they
bring him
didn't care,
up.
they would bring up Bobby this year, though.
Well, it doesn't really make sense. You want a full guy. He's played a full year. Adley Rutschman, same thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's like 2 of the best prospects in baseball. They're going to bring them up to start next year, both of them, I think. And Bobby Witt, by far a better fantasy option than Nicky Lopez. Nicky Lopez is a lot like Nick Madrigal.
Yeah, they are very similar.
And Nick Madrigal didn't really give a fuck about when he played this year, right? It's like his
If you can
average.
keep the stolen bases with the average up, I mean,
Yeah.
that's valuable for
Hey,
Roto.
you know who else has been really good this past month? Ian Happ.
Shh, we don't talk about Ian Happ anymore.
Yeah.
We talk about Ian Happ. I cannot
Death.
wait.
Death.
Bounce back players next year. Ian Happ is on the
Yeah,
list.
bounce back
Please
is the ball
don't pick him
bouncing
next
off
year.
the infield every time he hits
Please
it.
Hey,
don't pick him
you know he
next
has
year.
12 home runs last month? Pretty good.
Look up his launch angle after.
I will not accept you picking.
I'm going to
Ian
pick
Happ next
Ian
year.
Happ, must draft,
Oh my God.
bounce
No.
back player, breakout player.
He can't break out. He's already been breakout.
When did he break out?
Being a guy that we pick in fantasy drafts is basically breaking out in the MLB. What do you think he's
That's
gonna
not
break
true.
out? You think he's gonna break out to be like a top player in the MLB?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Please. Okay.
The roller coaster of sitting next to Avery during Ian Happ this season was I didn't even know. All of a sudden, I think it was on Friday of last week. You're like, oh, he's just raking again.
He's the best player in baseball. I told you guys that.
Oh my God.
By the way, Nicky Lopez, 430 at bats this year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of at bats.
Yeah, that is.
Nicky Lopez, I think, is ranking those 4. I think he's number 4.
I think he goes ahead of Bobby Witt. I think Nicky Lopez will end up going around 150 overall.
Rank him. Whit Merrifield,
Whit
Mon-
Merrifield,
Mondesi,
Mondesi,
Bobby
Nicky
Witt.
Lopez, Bobby Witt.
Crazy.
What's
I don't think
crazy
he's
about
that
that?
crazy.
I
I don't
think
know
it's
what to
crazy.
expect.
How could
from Bobby
anyone
Witt. He's a
draft
prospect guy. He's a
Mondesi?
prospect guy.
Mondesi.
Next year will be interesting. Where
have to
Mondesi.
draft him.
I will take Mondesi wherever he falls.
You love Mondesi.
Mondesi?
You love Mondesi.
When he plays, he's fun.
Mondesi, Patrick Lione.
Drew, you can't.
Line
Wrong sport,
Line
Drew.
Yeah, but we're
Adalberto Mondesi, Raheem Mostert.
Yeah. always
that's
fucking
pretty
hate.
good.
Why Line?
Because like the stolen bases, goals, you don't know if he's gonna play and get them, but it's worth drafting to see.
Patrick Laine isn't really hurt though. He plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He
it's
just stinks.
You need someone who gets injured.
What are your rankings on this?
I'm with Drew. Yeah. I think I
we
just don't
not-
know what to. You just don't.
Bobby
know.
Witt is a good prospect,
The problem
but
is
he might
What are you
suck
doing,
back.
Avery?
AAA.
Let's see what you're doing.
I'll be Witt's number 2 out of those. Witt, Bobby Witt, Mondesi because of injuries.
You just said you love Mondesi.
Yes, I'm higher on Bobby Witt.
Holy crap!
Fuck. Next year,
Bobby
fantasy,
Witt.
just
Lopez.
next year.
You
It's
you are a
dynasty.
Royals fan. Like I'm supposed to be a Red Sox fan. You're
No,
supposed
he's
to be a Royals
prospect
fan.
lover.
Bobby Witt,
No,
Colville
Royals,
High
maybe.
School, Texas, is the second best prospect out of those 4
You
for
love-
next year, I think.
You love.
Nicky Lopez hit 303 on the season.
Yes,
good.
he's a guy. Nick Madrigal hit like 310 last year.
Yeah, but he's got more power than Madrigal.
He has 2 home runs ever. Nick Madrigal has 1 home run ever, I think.
That's more.
That's a lot more.
Fuck you.
Percentage-wise.
All right, next question. Next question.
There are going to be a few people here that have to eat crow for this question. First, me and Avery, because we said that actually we don't even have to because we acquired Jose Barrios and Alek
Yes.
Manoah got called up. Our pitching rotation was not good.
We were both
But-
wrong and
but-
right. We were both wrong and right.
No, I mean you were very, very wrong.
Well, we were.
So,
you guys were very, very wrong. Also,
Alek, the question
you guys
is-
said we weren't close to competing.
You said we weren't a contender, and even a little bit.
Until we got those guys up.
what? Wait, no. We said is what? No. Okay, we're not going
Okay,
back
we'll
to
just
that. But
leave
we're
that alone.
No,
both
we're going
had
back
wrong.
to this. We
Well,
have,
no,
we
gotta
have
state
an
the
hour
question.
left on this camera. We're going to fucking use it and talk
We
about
gotta
it.
state the question. We should talk about first.
The question is worded wrong. He just
Drew
wanted to get
asked
it.
me
Can
how
you
I
read
should
the
word it,
question?
so I
The
just
question
gave
is
it to him.
the question has nothing to do with what I.
It should be is
I
I'm gonna say the
collectively
question. The
talked
audience
at.
does not know the question.
Well, the question is Alek Manoah, the Blue Jays ace.
No.
I think it's
We have a Cy Young winner
Yeah,
potentially on
he's
our
not
team.
the ace.
okay, but wild card comes around. Who's throwing?
Robbie Ray.
Really?
You should have said that as the question.
I should have. I just
But
didn't.
we
think
want
about
to fight about Manoah still. I don't have it out of me.
Wait, who's starting?
Yeah.
it. Wild card game.
It's not Ryu.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if I. Robbie Ray.
I'm going Robbie Ray for sure.
It's tough.
Eddie, how much
We got
time do you have
good
left
options.
on the camera? Yes. How much time, Ed?
We gotta check our battery life.
% battery, so we're
Oh,
good.
okay.
All right, we're gonna let this fly. So Alek Manoah
Who said what in June?
in June. I was right with whatever I said.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Here, this is what was said. This is what was said. Jeremy and Drew did not think that Alek Manoah should be pitching in the majors. They thought he needs to learn, sit in the minors, and that's a better place for him to grow because they thought he was going to be on some sort of innings limit and shouldn't throw that much. Me and Avery said that this team was not ready to compete with its current rotation, and that why wouldn't Alek Manoah be getting starts when he could be one of the top arms on the team?
And you guys
But-
said the Jays were not going to trade for someone.
And we said they should trade for someone.
And we
the
said
next
they
month.
will.
Sure.
We said they
And
will
I don't
trade
think I
for
even
someone.
said Barrios.
Yes, we did
Sure.
mention
So
Barry.
look, both of the things worked out, but we
Yes.
need to talk about your handling of a prospect pitcher, thinking that he's just
It was
not
Nate
ready.
Pearson effect.
I still think though, I'm not gonna say it's wrong. I'm gonna say it is. We are putting. He has pitched a lot for how much he's thrown the past 2 years compared to this year.
Are you worried about injury with Alek?
I'm just saying, like it is a lot. You can't he's been pitching amazing. It's been a lot. He's
What's the
pitched-
problem with that?
There's nothing wrong, but
He's also
then
a-
it comes in and something comes out.
Even if you
has an
pitch
injury
if you
or-
pitch a little, you can get hurt no matter how many innings you throw.
I know,
So-
but he also
He was a advanced college pitcher, which I think you're more wear and tear, or you're used to that the wear on the body in a season like that. It's not that bad.
So you guys think Robbie Ray pitches the wild card game if we make it?
Yeah.
I
think
hate
you-
it so much. I know he's been
I know
so
you
good.
you have to give him the game, or you give Manoah the game. To
I
be
kinda want it to
honest,
be
I
Manoah.
don't think it's.
Yeah.
He's looked phenomenal.
Yeah, you want Manoah to pitch for the Bison's playoff game, not the fucking Blue Jays playoff game.
Well, our argument was playoff comes, and Manoah was going to be an absolute stud, but he's an already stud. So
I mean, what the most strikeouts in your first 15 starts for a Blue Jay ever? pretty good. I think.
This is just turned into a sneaky good rotation now.
Oh yeah.
I completely agree.
Is Barrios hurt though?
Steven Matz is a 5.
He should be fine.
No, he just pitched
No,
yesterday.
yeah, but
No.
he came out.
Oh.
He came out.
it
we had a
was.
baseball
I'll look
game.
it up. It wasn't a big deal.
I thought it was day to day with something. That was a tough loss last night too.
I think Manoah will become the Blue Jays ace.
I think so too, because everyone else is going to leave when they want a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they'll just be like, oh, we can afford this guy for right now.
How about Nate Pearson, that pen?
Yeah. Nate
Yeah.
Pearson as like the setup guy for the playoffs.
It was an abdomen injury after he pitched through 7 innings of disgusting.
That's what
ball.
we go through after a men's league game. Nothing serious there.
Does it hurt
all right.
more when you lose though?
Yeah,
It hurt a lot
100%.
last night.
Whole body. I need to go in the hot tub tonight and make sure I heal
Mentally
up.
hurt.
Are we ready to move
mentally
on
hurt.
from that question?
Yes.
Okay.
We can't talk too much Jays. I know we get a little hate on being a Jays pod.
We don't. No,
I
we
think
don't
we
get
just
hate.
hate on
We
ourselves.
just
I think
we just hate
We
ourselves.
just
Yeah.
hate ourselves, yeah. We're supposed to be a generic, non-biased podcast, and we're completely biased.
Yeah, they say he won't miss his next. They're optimistic he won't miss his next start.
Love that. Need it.
It's good.
Okay, so NL wildcard race after starting the show with wildcard race, we'll end the show with a wildcard
Yeah, that
race.
was the thought.
That is such a good thought.
Yeah, why not do them back
Oh,
to back?
back him up.
I'm
for
just
that.
joking.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so it's
Roacher.
incredible that the Dodgers are the second best team in baseball, 40 games above 500, and then they're just going to play 4 teams that are just complete dog shit.
Yep.
Yep.
The Cardinals 75-69, the Reds 75-70, the Padres 74-70, and the Phillies 72-72. How is a roster like the one in San Diego in this type of position?
They haven't pitched well recently.
Yep.
They've struggled a lot. Blake Snell's kind of figured it out. Actually, Darvish hasn't really figured it out.
The Cardinals out of nowhere because it was a Reds
Yeah, it is out of
Padres
nowhere.
race like a couple weeks ago. Now the Cardinals are in that wild card spot.
Yeah. I hope.
This is ugly.
Who do you want to make the second wild card spot here?
Reds.
Padres.
Reds.
Need to see that wild card
Reds.
game.
Reds for me too.
Padres would be fun. Like if it was Padres Dodgers, that's good. Like in division, just like it'll be AL East. So
I would love to see the Dodgers lose the wild card game.
What team gives them?
Reds.
Who has the best chance to beat the Dodgers in a one-game
Yeah.
series? I don't think it's the Reds.
None of these
'Cause the
teams
pitching-
do.
the Padres had the best chance.
Who is the toughest pitcher they could face out of the 4 potential matchups?
So Cardinals would be Flaherty's healthy,
No.
so it would be Wainwright,
Yeah.
right? He's been really good.
Oh, geez.
Reds would be
Like
Sonny Gray. Wade Miley's been good, but there's no way.
Sonny
he's throwing.
Gray is the wild card starter.
I wish it was Tyler Mellon.
Are we missing someone?
No.
No, right? That's so bad. And then Padres, you'd have like Darvish with Blake Snell coming out of
Blake
the
Snell.
pen.
What about Castillo?
Probably you, Darvish.
How has he been?
Oh,
Castillo.
I think
Interesting.
they go Sonny Gray.
Castillo could be an option.
Castillo
but
was good a couple weeks ago.
I think
looked at
the
his numbers, don't
Padres
him
have
anywhere,
the
but-
best chance to win that game. That's why I like the Padres.
So he's thrown 7 innings in 5 straight starts.
Okay, so they'd probably go Castillo.
I think the Reds get that spot and they lose, but the Padres would be the most exciting and fun, and they'd have the best chance of beating the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Joe.
Dodgers, I just hope they lose. They're going to be at home, though. And then Max
Dodgers-
Scherzer's going to pitch, and he's going to go 7 scoreless.
I mean, they're only like a game and a half behind the Giants for the division. So,
yeah, true.
so it could be the Giants.
I just want the Dodgers to lose in the wild card game.
It'd be very interesting.
T-Mac, any thoughts on the NL wild card race?
I said I want to see the Padres and the Dodgers. So that's what gets my casual eyeballs on the game would be that.
Love
yeah,
that.
that's fair.
That's all I got.
That's all. Make sure you comment if you want to see Mailbag next week.
Like, subscribe. We'll try and get a Musset out. Hopefully they don't steal the shit from us again so we can't record. That was wild. That's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe. Manscaped, Lawnmower 4.0. Promo code BOX, 20% off free shipping. And if you're sharp, get in the Orange Box Salary Cap game. 50K prizes this week. Promo code DREW9 for a free $10 entry for your first time.
For NFL Week 2.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.